Hey everyone, we've been talking a lot about big scale stuff. I thought maybe I would show you a video of some small scale producers using fairly intense technology locally here in the Shenandoah Valley. This is my friend Rob Young of Young Harvests, who grows in Charlestown, West Virginia and sells at farmers markets in DC.
Just gotta make sure if you cut too low that time you choke up, or vice versa. It's real easy, you gotta have a good established bed, because otherwise you pull the dirt in. But if it's just nice and flat, it's usually you cut it high. You gotta cut it high enough to get a recut. I like to do that little saw action. It kind of helps fit everybody into the basket.
So $500, you say?
Five something plus shipping,
Does it come with the drill?
No. Plus, this is a pretty fancy drill. It's basically the latest one they make.
So what's the drill cost?
Probably at least $150.
So you're up to $650 by the time you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Even so.
Even so, yeah. But it's kind of cool using cordless stuff, because if anything, you can use a solar panel to recharge it.
I was wondering if you had a solar panel out here to recharge.
I'm chipping away at it. It's just like getting everything here, getting greens growing, and then ideally making it more how I want it, like with a solar panel. But I gotta learn about that. And right now, it's more good enough with the basic equipment and greenhouse. But I do think it's going to be all part of it all. One, because it just keeps it interesting, and it's just the right way to go where it needs to go.
When you're done here, can we go see some of the other pieces of equipment that run off the drill? I can just take snapshots of those.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically just the tiller.
There's a tiller, and or the seeder doesn't run off the drill. The seeder is just it doesn't need power.
Soft rake to this, clean out some of that other undergrowth, and it'll come up fresh.
How much washing does this take after it's done? Because this looks like it's coming out relatively clean.
Yeah, that's a little bit there. I always tell my customers to wash it, even though most of them probably don't, and I don't. So there's the little bit of grip for the most part, I think.
Here's a close-up of how the drill mounts onto the tilling mechanism, and then you'll see we have a picture of house number 4, as they call it, where they're going to be using this. And here Rob shows you the tines on the tiller. This is a relatively small mechanism that can be run by the electric drill. Here it's happening. Before tilling into the bed, they are spreading some alfalfa meal, which provides nitrogen for the greens. was wondering about the rope. Apparently that's how you pull the trigger on the drill. Fantastic. Now we have the seeder, which is shown here without the handle it can be provided with to make it a stand-up tool. Okay, I'm rolling.
Yeah, I can do it with my hand too. So that basically, and then underneath you can see there's also different seed size holes. So you can loosen it up, and if it's a different seed, you can make a different hole. I actually use it a bigger hole so I can seed more seeds, but then I put more space between the seeds instead of having a singular seed. Which if that one seed doesn't do good, then you have no seeds there.
And this thing was not cheap either.
That's another $500, $600 maybe on this one.
But what's your annual seed bill?
Oh, golly, a couple $1,000.
And by planting the seeds more precisely, you're saving on that.
Yeah, oh yeah, and you can. For a lot of it became that, but more disease. You know, you just need this would place seeds, you know, in a spacing that I could control rather than broadcasting by hand. And you know, more so in the summertime when it's hot, I needed better space for ventilation between the greens.
So there's a saving in input costs, there's a saving in labor, and there's a saving in the fact that your yields are better and your disease management is reduced.
Yes. Yep.
Cool. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Here are a few more things that Rob uses to keep his labor down and his quality high. Here's a flame weeder to keep weeds down. Here's some new insect control cloth, even newer than remade, that he uses in his houses to keep the flea beetles off the greens. Here's the washer that he uses to wash when necessary. It's an industrial scale. And of course he has a cooler. Here are all of the tubs of things that he's getting ready to take to the market on Sunday. And we end again with him at the market on Sunday, where I had no time to talk to him because there was always a line.